Hello, welcome back to Overbooked. I'm Amanda, and we're gonna do a little reading vlog. It's Friday, so it's a little weekend. I have a lot of stuff going on this weekend. Tonight's like probably my only chill-ish night. So, the book I'll be reading this weekend and trying to finish is The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. I have a pretty lofty goal of maybe finishing it tonight. We'll see if that happens. So, it's like 7 days overdue at the library, and there's a lot of people waiting for this book, so I feel like I need to get my ass in gear and read it. And then I'm also reading The Only Play in the Sky, Oral History of 9/11. I'm listening to that on audio, and I've been doing that like while I run or walk, and I've been really enjoying that. It's like heartbreaking to listen to, and just good. It's really good. Right now I'm gonna go make some dinner, and then afterwards, I think I'm gonna read and just kind of like chill out. I think I'm gonna play some Stardew Valley tonight, maybe paint my nails. We'll see what we get up to. Hello, it is Saturday. Friday was very chill. We got to page 400 of The Four Winds, so we only have like 40-ish pages left, so I think I for sure can finish it today. Played a ton of Stardew Valley, which I'm just grinding for that return scepter, okay? Like, I need it. Right now, I'm gonna go, I just got done doing my wedding dress fitting. We're doing good. The dress is looking good, so feeling good about it. And I'm gonna go to a friend's house. We're gonna meet up, and we're gonna go to Eastern Market, which is this like huge farmers market in downtown Detroit. So I'm very, very excited. So we're gonna do that, and let's take you along on the journey. All right, we're headed to Eastern Market.
Woo-hoo! Melanie's first time.
We got some hand sanitizer. Melanie's first time. Let's go! Woo! This is so you every night. We made it back. We're back, and I had such a great time. I had so much fun. Whenever I go down to like downtown Detroit or something cool, I always like, why don't I do this more? I'm such a homebody. But it was a very good time. And we picked up some books. So one of them being, I got a book for a baby shower I'm going to tomorrow. So instead of a card, they want us to give them a book. So I got Climate Change for Babies. I'm very excited about this one. And at the same bookstore, I got Sister in Arms, which is a World War II historical fiction novel about the daring Black women who served during World War II, which I'm really excited about because I don't know if you've watched my rant review on The Flight Girls. It's literally like, why is there no talk about any Black women or Black people in general in this book? So that was my complaint. So I feel like I'm going to get a lot more out of this book, and I'm very, very excited. And I think I actually have it on my want to read list already on Goodreads, so I'm pretty pumped. And then I got this like kind of coffee table book that I actually saw all over the place, and it's just Detroit like field guides. So it just has like little notes on where to eat, where to go, what to do in Detroit. So I think it's gonna be kind of just a cute book to have like around, so whatever. I am going to try to finish The Four Winds right now. And because I only have about 40-ish pages left. And we also have some people coming over tonight to make some baby shower treats. And probably just some reading, and if they have time, play Stardew Valley. I don't think I'll have time for Stardew Valley, but I wish. Maybe tonight when they leave. Just crossed. I'll have time. Let's get reading. Okay. We just finished The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. How do I say this? I really liked this. Obviously, I'm a sucker for historical fiction. Somebody just finished the workout. Who cares? A sucker for historical fiction. And the Great Depression, I don't know what it is about this, you guys. The Great Depression just hits. You shouldn't be sleeping on the Great Depression, okay? Like, I know there's a ton of historical fiction books out there about World War II. The Great Depression is where it's at, okay? That's what I'm saying. So obviously this book is sad. It's the Great Depression. It's in the name, you know? So we follow, I don't even know, I mean, obviously I'm sure a lot of people know, but we follow this woman named Elsa, and she's from Texas. And one of the things I didn't really like about the book is, like, in the beginning, she's single. She's a 25-year-old woman. And it's talked about how much, like, she's, like, ugly. Like, it's just really driven home. Like, you're, like, really reminded constantly how ugly she is. And I was like, okay, do we need that? I don't know. But she essentially gets knocked up by an 18-year-old fuckboy. And she moves on to his family's farm. And that's kind of, like, where her life is during the start of the 1930s. So they're stuck on this farm and obviously struggling with the dust storms and crops not growing. It's hard to be a farmer that way, you know? And they eventually try to make their way west to make it out in California. And it just follows, like, her family's journey, her daughter's journey, and stuff like that. So I thought it was very, very good. I liked it. One of my complaints, I think I would say, was, and I'm trying to be more cognizant of this when I'm reading books, was I feel like there was just a lack of representation of, like, other people in this book. So obviously, in the middle of talking about The Four Winds yesterday, my fiance came home right in the middle of me chatting, and I just was interrupted. So we'll finish this little discussion about The Four Winds. Let's see. I just put this here. Cool. Yeah, so I thought I was saying, I felt like there was kind of like a lack of representation throughout the book. Kind of understood in Texas they weren't going to talk about any minorities or just, you know, people of color, because I feel like they were probably pretty secluded in their towns. It was probably just all white people. I mean, they talked about how, like, the main character, Ella, I already forgot her name, just finished the book yesterday, Elsa, like from Frozen. Like, she talks about how her parents don't like Italians, and there's, like, all of that kind of, like, tension between different ethnicities, like, there, but it's all between different white ethnicities, so there just wasn't really talk of, like, any other ethnicities that were outside of the Caucasian race. But I kind of got that, I guess, like, in their small Texas town. What I kind of was disappointed was I thought that there'd be more, and it was mentioned lightly, but more talk about how, like, the Mexican and Hispanic workers were disenfranchised during the Great Depression. Like, they talked about how, like, the people who were the Workers' Alliance that was trying to help fight for these workers who were working on these farms out in California were, you know, talking about how, you know, the Mexicans were the ones who worked all these fields this whole time, and when the crash happened, they were, you know, pushed out because no one wanted them to take their jobs. But then these people from the Midwest came and took their jobs and were, you know, running amok or whatever. And they acted like they were the victim, which they were, but there were also other victims in this story that I think might have been benefited to, like, highlight a little bit more. I just felt like that was something that could have been a little touched on more, but this is also another white woman who wrote this book, and I think I had, like, some of the same complaints about the last book I read. It was written by a white woman, so that's where I'm kind of, like, and I'm trying to be, like, pay attention to these conversations that are happening and try to see, like, what the viewpoint is or what my viewpoint should be. But like when you're in this like book, right, that's written by a white woman who probably mainly knows other white people, should she be the one to tell like minority stories or include those people in there? Because there's a potential that she could just misrepresent them, or, you know, she's telling their story when, you know, she shouldn't really be saying their story, or is she doing a disservice by not including them in the story because they were there. I don't know if it's like she's the right person or she should be putting in more effort to be the right person if she's going to take the time to write the story. So I'm still trying to like work that out and figure out, you know, what these authors should be doing or making sure they should be doing. Because I know there's a whole discussion on Addie LaRue or the something book, how there was no people of color or something. But it was also like, well, would she have even written these people of color correctly? So just a thing I was thinking about in the back of my mind when I was reading this book. I did like a quick like YouTube search of like the book review of The Four Winds, and I didn't really see anything. Like wasn't really any discussion about it. So I thought that was like, maybe it was just me and I'm being too, what's the word that people always call like liberals? Like I'm being too, I don't know what it is. I'm being too picky or something. I don't know. But I finished it. So yay, it's done. So I am going to return this to the library today because it's very, very, as I've mentioned before, overdue. Right now it's almost 10 o'clock, so I feel like I'm a little behind. I wanted to wake up a little earlier today, but it's going to get up to 91, and it's 80 degrees outside right now. So I'm going to we're going to aim for 3 miles. Don't know if we're going to do it. If we get a 2.5, I'd be happy, but 3 is the goal. So we're going to go for 3 miles, and then we're going to return my book. I'm going to try to see if I can take a cute picture of the book somewhere, but I think that's the plan right now. And then we have a baby shower to go to later today. Yeah, so it's Sunday. This vlog is all over the place, but hey, what else is new? Let's go run! Yay! Ugh. Only got to 2.5, but you know what? I'm not upset. It's hot. I didn't eat breakfast, so that was on me. And it's hot, so I'm gonna take what I can get. 2.5 is not bad. We're gonna start with 2.5 this week, so that's that. I've been listening to Only Plane in the Sky, an oral history of 9/11. I found this book through Tracy at the Stacks and Allison Reed's DC. Have talked about this book, so I'll link them below. They don't have BookTube, but I'll link Tracy's podcast and both their Instagrams. It's really eerie, and also I think really weird to listen to it at a time like now where we're pulling out of Afghanistan and all of the terrible things that are happening there. And I haven't really shared anything on my Instagram just because I'm trying to turn like a new leaf. Like I don't want to just post something to be performative because I feel like I've done that in the past. And I really just want to take the time to listen and then also do my own research and then provide things that I've found to aid, especially the women in Afghanistan. So it's just kind of eerie to listen to it. Like there's no mention of the war in Iraq yet. It's just literally an oral history of all the people who were there on 9/11. And it is honestly heartbreaking to listen to. So I just got done listening to some of the chapters that were talking about the first tower collapsing and then them discovering United 93 crashed. So I don't know, it's hard, it's very depressing, but it's really, I think it's really good. I think it's really well done so far. So this sounds so weird, but I'm enjoying it as much as you can enjoy a book, I guess, about the attack on the World Trade Center. Now I'm gonna go, so Chandler and I don't have recycling, and by the park that I go to, there's a paper recycling drop-off. So I'm gonna drop off our paper, and then I'm gonna go return my book. So then I gotta go home and shower. So I'm real sweaty. Let's go. Hello, I'm back. Went to the baby shower. The woman who was giving birth wasn't even there. So I wanted my shower to be. I went on the presents without showing it. But I am very tired. So I don't know if there's gonna be any more reading left in this vlog. It's just gonna be me and Stardew Valley. Can you see that? Stardew Valley time. Because that's what I need in my life right now. So I think this might be the end of the vlog. Thanks for following along. We finished a book, and that's all that matters. Finished the most overdue book ever. So there you go. There you have it. If you like this vlog, give a thumbs up. Comment down below what you're reading, and I will see you guys next time.